All right. Well, as teased since last night when we put it on social media and for the last 20 minutes or so with Jay Tuss, I've been teasing a big announcement we're really, really excited about with Bronco Nation News and ICCU. And I teased a special guest. So to help us make the announcement, we'll go ahead and bring him on. You know him, you love him. Yes, Tyson Degenhart joins us here on Bronco Nation News Live. Tyson, how's it going, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. We appreciate you for coming on. Before we get to the big announcement here, what are you up to these days? I know you're back home, right? Tell us a little bit about your update now that school's out for the year.
Been back home for about 2 weeks, and now just getting into the swing of things. Make sure I'm lifting, playing hoops, and spending time with family because during the season it's hard to come by.
Well, let's not waste any more time, and I got plenty to discuss with the announcement here. But you have signed a big time NIL deal with our friends at Idaho Central Credit Union. I'm very excited about this for multiple reasons. They're one of our biggest sponsors here at BNN, and they're a big supporter of the local community. They've been building a lot of high school scoreboards and video boards and things around the community. They're big supporters of the Boise State esports team. But ICCU, one of our biggest sponsors at Bronco Nation News, you have signed what is believed to be one of the largest NIL deals for a Boise State athlete with ICCU, and you're going to do some different things, appearances, different things with them. But as part of this agreement, pretty cool deal involving BNN. Why don't you fill people in?
So we just want to first say thank you to ICCU for making this all possible. They've been great to work with, and I'm happy to represent a credit union that both represents Boise, Pocatello, and then also my hometown of Spokane. So with that being said, I'd like to announce that I'm starting my own show on BNN called the Tyson Degenhart Show. And as you see the graphic behind, I'm very excited about this. It's going to be a very cool opportunity. I'm thankful that ICCU is allowing it to happen.
The Tyson Degenhart Show airing on Bronco Nation News. You are going to be the host. I will be just kind of the sidekick along for the ride, but this is your show. We're really excited about this. The first episode is going to air on June 5th. June 5th, the Tyson Degenhart Show, 8 p.m., I believe, was the time we settled on, Mountain Time, presented by Idaho Central Credit Union. We're going to do this, Tyson, about twice a month, correct? Normally, it's going to be on Tuesdays. The first one is on June 5th due to a prior commitment that you had. It's going to be a Monday, but twice a month in the evening. And then once the season gets going, we'll keep it going as well. But why did you want to do this? Well, by the way, this is also, we're making a lot of history here. You are the first Boise State athlete to have his own show on a format like this. And so first of all, I want to thank ICCU because they are the ones paying you to do this. This is an NIL deal through us. It's going to be on our channels, but ICCU is actually the one funding this. We were able to kind of do a three-way deal here and make this all happen, which, by the way, this has been talked about for several months. This has been in the works for a long time, even back to when the season was still going on. We were having to try to make this work, through BSU and legally and through ICCU and all this. So I was so happy when I found out it got done. But why was this important to you? And as you continue to kind of navigate NIL and all this and build your brand and everything, what was appealing to you about having a show?
I think one thing is just to interact with the fans on a different level. I interact with them through different social medias and even in person, but this allows me to, interact with them with asking questions throughout the show and just a different, medium for us to, talk with each other and just to get to know each other a little bit better. I know people know me out in the court, being this fiery, having a lot of emotion, but I'm excited for people to get to know the other side of me, the guy outside of basketball.
Well, you got the mic there, you got the headset, and you got the official equipment. This is going to be a serious thing, and we've met about this a couple times, and you're taking notes, and this is not something you're just throwing together. We've been planning this. We've got guests planned all the way through, September. That's another thing that I think fans are going to really enjoy because you're going to be able to get some heavy hitters using your connections, at Boise State in terms of the guest list. And again, we may not be asking the traditional questions that, media members would ask. We're going to be able to get to know these guys a little better away from the court or the field. But I know for the first couple of weeks here, we got some heavy hitters lined up. Tell us about the guest list and kind of what your goal is there.
My goal is just to get to know, these other people within the university and other people just on a different level. I know a lot of people, know us on the court and know us on the field, but I want to get people to know each other on a, more personal level and get to understand, why people the way that they are. And for our first guest, we're getting Coach Rice on. So that'll be very exciting. Good, really great first starting guests. And I think it'll be a great show. He's very, very fun to talk to, and we'll have a lot of good stories to talk about. And then working on getting Jeremiah Dickey and Marlene Trump on the show. So that'll be very cool to get to know them on a little bit different level. I know Dr. Trump is not really known. She's not really on social media like Jeremiah is, but it'll be great to, have you guys get to know each other, each of them. So
I would say I'm very excited for that. I think Leon Rice is going to be a great first guest. I think we can get some good, funny stories out of him. I think, Marlene Trump and Jeremiah Dickey are both going to be great guests as well, to hopefully talk to them and get to know their story and growing up, what sports they played, what led them down this path of being an athletic director or a president of a university. But I'm not going to lie. I think episode 4 might be my favorite. It might be the one that sets our all-time ratings record. If it all works out as planned, about a week or so before fall camp starts, episode 4, we're hoping to sit down you and Talon Green, man. That could be fun.
That should be a lot of fun. Talon's a really great guy. I'm really happy to know him and have one of my friends on campus, and I think that'll be a really great show, and hopefully y'all tune in for that.
Talon Green coming up in July, and then I know we're going to try to do some other athletes, maybe some non-BSU athletes as well, some softball, soccer, volleyball players. We want to highlight their sports as well. And then in August, we're planning a sit-down with some of your assistant coaches that I think could be fun as well.
Yeah, if you guys know Mike Burns and Tim Duray, they are two peas in a pod. They are very, very funny together, and they have lots of stories to talk about, especially Coach Burns. I know there's been an article written about him, but that article doesn't do it justice on how many stories he has, and Coach Dury has plenty as well through his basketball career and his coaching career. So that's going to be a great episode to have us just kind of kick back and, talk about life, talk about hoops a little bit, but hopefully more talk about the life and how they've gotten to Boise State and, what their career has meant to them and all that kind of stuff.
I think I know who wrote that article. Yeah, he's a pretty good-looking, handsome guy too. Yeah, no, Burns, Duryea together in the same interview. Hopefully, like out at the patio at some restaurant, just kicking back, having a Diet Coke and telling stories. I think could be a lot of fun for them. But we put a lot of time into this. I mean, we met for over 2 hours, with ICCU, and this isn't something you're just throwing together. I know you're a very prepared guy when it comes to scouting, when it comes to on the court in school. But it seems like from talking to you, man, you're going to take this thing pretty seriously and you want this thing to be a success.
I definitely want it to be a success. It's a big opportunity for me to, expand my brand and, get to know more people. And so I'll definitely do my research before and have a good list of questions and just try to, get to know, each guest better and better, as the episode goes on. And hopefully I know it's going to be a learning experience for me, through the first couple episodes of trying to get used to talking through, this show, but hopefully I keep getting better and better with each episode and hope you guys will enjoy.
Well, again, thanks to Idaho Central Credit Union for doing this. The closest Idaho Central Credit Union branch is in your pocket with free eBranch mobile online banking. You can get more information, ICCU.com. 1 in 4 Idahoans have already made the switch to Idaho Central Credit Union. You can as well. They've been helping members achieve financial success for over 80 years. And again, ICCU.com. You can get for more information, sign up with them. Tyson, you are going to be coming into Boise for the Bronco Nation News Golf Tournament. We got you set up. I mean, you're going to be like a NASCAR driver with all the logos on your hats and shirts for all your deals. But we got Pastry Perfection bringing donuts that day, and you have a relation. Actually, they're bringing Degenhart dozens for breakfast, and then you have a deal with Timberstone as well. And we're playing at Timberstone. ICCU is going to have a hole out there, and most importantly, we're going to be raising some money for charity, having you out there on the celebrity shot on hole 17 in the morning. So I know you're a big time golfer in the off season. I know you're looking forward to coming back for that as well.
I need to get on the range a little bit right now. Swing's been good, but the 17th hole is not easy out at Timberstone. A little 185-yard par 3 over water, and it's downhill. So I'm hoping to hit a couple good shots on the day. And I actually have a question. So if I make a hole in one somehow, is that count as a hole in one, even though I get a couple attempts at it?
We have to work on that. So the hole in one for the free car only counts on hole 6. and you only get one attempt at that. I know, but in terms of that hole-in-one, that's a good question. I mean, if you're taking one with each group, I mean, if it's your 13th group, but you get a hole-in-one on that, what do you think, folks? I think that should count. A hole-in-one's a hole-in-one. I mean, if it's a new group, I think so. I mean, let's say this: there's 31 groups, okay, in the first session. So, how many of the 31 would you be happy with if you got it on the green?
On the green, probably about 10. It's a far distance, and I know like there's a stat about Tiger who hit 4 out of 5 or missed 1 green out of every 5 from 100 yards. So it's like I'm not gonna hit the green every time. And
now they're going to have the pin at the bottom of the hill in the front of the green, so that makes it a little bit shorter. And we are hitting from the whites, so I think you're probably in the 155, 160 range at that point. That helps a little bit.
That definitely helps a little bit.
So is it an 8-iron for you or what? What?
Maybe a smooth 7, harder 8. But we'll see. It just kind of depends how the warm-up session goes that day.
Well, we're looking forward to that. That'll be on Friday, June 2nd, and then the following Monday, June 5th, the debut episode with Coach Leon Rice of the Tyson Degenhart Show. Tyson, any final words for the fans or anything about the announcement or ICCU that we haven't mentioned? You have the final word here.
I hope if you guys haven't signed up for the golf tournament, make sure you do that soon. I know there's only a couple spots left, so make sure you sign up today, and hope to see everyone out there and get to meet all of you guys. So very excited.
Yeah. And sign up for BNN as well. And we haven't figured out exactly how we're going to do it, Tyson, but some element of the show is going to be subscriber only here. So whether they're the ones that get to ask the questions or whether we do a subscriber only show at some point, there will be some benefit for subscribers of BNN for the Tyson Degenhart Show. So make sure you subscribe, BroncoNationNews.com. We'd love to have you on there. And Tyson, I just got to say, I'm excited, man. You are mature beyond your years, for your age and what you're doing. I know you have a ton of NIL deals. You got a ton going on off the court, but it hasn't shown at all, man. And it's been just working with you and getting to know you better during this process. It's been a lot of fun to this point. I know it's going to be a lot of fun doing the show here moving forward. So I just wanted to publicly say congratulations, man, for the deal. Thank you for wanting to do this and bringing it to BNN, and hopefully I can do as little talking as possible, and you can run this thing, and I'll just make sure we get on and off the air. And I'm excited, man. I mean, when you talk about a first 4 guests of Leon Rice, Jeremiah Dickey, Marlene Tromp, and Taylon Green, again, you're the first BSU athlete that's done something like this, man. I'm happy and thankful you chose BNN for the platform, and hopefully we can help return the favor and help your brand. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun, man.
I think this is going to be a ton of fun. It's been great working with you so far, and I appreciate the kind words. And to all the subscribers of BNN, thank you for supporting BJ. You know, he does a lot of work that people don't see behind the cameras. So with all of his travel and everything, he does a great job making sure that you guys get all your Bronco reports up for any sport around. So just want to say thank you to BJ. And if you guys have any guests that you would like to see on the show, please let BJ and I know, because we don't know what you guys want. We have an idea, but if there's a specific guest within Boise State or maybe even within the Idaho community, please let us know. We're always open to ideas and to hope to get more people on the show.
I totally agree, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. They can reach out to you on social media. We haven't decided, I guess, if we're going to start any kind of special social media channels just for the show. But I guess for now we have our personal ones and we can kind of see how it goes. But again, the Tyson Degenhart Show, it debuts on June 5th. It'll be every other Tuesday, pretty much the whole summer, I think. There's one maybe week off because of 4th of July, but that's pretty much twice a month. You heard the first 4 guest lists. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then I think the fun time too will be when we continue it during the season and kind of get an insight on what's going on with the team. We've got an episode, which we forgot to mention, where we're planning on bringing the brothers, Max and Cade Rice on, and Cam and Alex Martin. I think that's going to be fun to talk to the brothers. And we'll bring Buzo on and all your teammates and coaches. And it's going to be a lot of fun, man. Really excited about it. Again, June 5th, the first episode. Making history, Bronco Nation News, ICCU, and Tyson Degenhart. Tyson, appreciate you, man. That'll do it for today's show. Congratulations again, and I hope everybody has a great rest of their Tuesday. And again, Tuesdays with Tyson, kind of the theme. We'll have it on Tuesdays mostly, except for June 5th. So hope to see you out at the golf tournament. We'll talk to you tomorrow's episode as well. Thanks to Jay Tuss, who joined us earlier. Have a great rest of your day. And again, Tyson Degenhart Show debuts on June 5th. We'll talk to you later. Bronco Nation News Live, BroncoNationNews.com.